Hi guys, welcome to Mahker. I'm Dave. Do we?
Just fiddle the shaft a bit, that's it.
Choose.
Where do you want it?
Let me fucking mouth.
No,
It all started working on a series in my dad's shed. I followed my dreams and joined the Marines, serving in Afghanistan. Defenders were always part of me. So here we are, building custom machines with my awesome team in Shropshire. We are Mahker. Hi guys, welcome to Mahker. I'm Dave, for those of you who don't know me, and today I'm going to give you a little rundown on what's been going on in my workshop. So first of all, lots of you noticed these. For those of you that have been following me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, these are our latest black dry flanges. They are made from some seriously hard steel. We've designed these guys to be a product that no one else has designed yet, because I was so frustrated with having the crusty ones as you see here on this truck. They're actually still pretty fresh on my 130 here, but as you can see in here, the gold, the acid, the salt and things like that attack them, unfortunately. So I came up with something that's going to look in keeping and something that I was prepared to put my name on. So I worked together with a very good engineer and designed these. I like them. I went with a nice style, kind of incorporates what we're about, you know, over-engineering products and making products that are better than everybody else out there. So, you look upon here, Ninja is the first car to have these, and I love them, and they just work, so tell me if I'm wrong, but if you want a set of these guys, they're now available. We will be launching a web shop soon enough, and they're available on there. If not, drop me an email, Instagram, Facebook, or anything, and we can give you a set. So, we're launching these now at just shy of £500 plus VAT. They're not a cheap product, but they're a very quality product. And I also including a set of bolts with them for each corner. So it's ready to go, bolt them on. And I'll also be including a set of PU sealant, because as we know, Britpop gaskets are not the best. So as you see here, I'm going to give you a quick introduction of what's been going on in the shop. Project Ninja up here has been an absolute nightmare this week. So we started building up the front end that you've seen on the previous episode. And then we realized that we ran out of room for our AC condenser. And Phil, who owns this car, was very adamant about having air conditioning, and he also wanted 400 horsepower. Challenge accepted, if you like. So what we had to do is go back to the drawing board and try and gain 35 millimeters and 15 millimeters for our big spal fan on the front of the cooler that you can see there. So I called a good friend of mine, Scott at Uproar, and he said, Dave, I've just developed my new winch bumper. What you see there, fantastic bit of kit, very well made. And most of all, it's stainless steel. Scott has had these structurally tested, and I believe they've gone through some very good structural testing, like 40 tons or something crazy pulled through them, and they withstanded every single bit of it. So, pat on the back to Scott for developing a great product, and we love it. So we're going to start stocking it, guys. So if you'd like that bumper, get in touch. And if you'll notice, inside that bumper is one of the most famous winches out there, and that is a red winch built by a good friend of mine, Neil Jones, and his team. So we've enclosed that in there, and I love it because the winch is actually tucked away behind that bumper, nicely protected from its elements, but lovely bit of billet that's on display from above. So if anyone is in the market for a very beautiful left-hand drive, this is a 3.9 Rover V8 ZF automatic gearbox. So this is on a Whitchurch chassis, galvanised chassis. It's had the axles rebuilt, it's had the gearbox rebuilt, the engine has been gone through, everything has been inspected. This has got a full Exmoor interior. It's got our banded steel wheels, very iconic. This is our wolf wheel with a banded steel insert that obviously stretches the wheel to about 9.5 inches. Looks fantastic on these KM3 BF Goodrich tyres. But what I love most about this car is it just looks classy in every environment. It's understated. Just look at it. So if you want to own this car, I really don't want to sell it, but I'm running out of garage space for my toys. So get it bought, guys. So what you see here is a very special Defender. So we pulled this Defender to bits, God, I want to say about 4 years ago. We built it for originally a guy abroad, and he didn't like Defenders, believe it or not. So not our kind of customer because he didn't like the Defender. So we bought it back off him because a lot of love went into this car. This was probably one of our very first builds. So a new client of ours has bought it off me and we've transformed it. So it's had a galvanised chassis, it's had some more bits from Uproar, so things like the side rails, the front bumper, and of course I've hammered down to him about the safety. This has got a 6-litre LQ9 V8 with a Tremex 6-speed manual box. So I said, this car's packing about 450 horsepower, let's give you some safety. So I've given him a full exterior cage, interior cage with cross sections, and this has got a full Mahker trim, believe it or not. So check out the quality in here of Mark's handiwork. I'm very impressed by it. He's made a fantastic job. And Jeremy's first job on Monday is to make this girl glisten. And of course, we gave this car a set of our banded steel wheels. I think I've got about 20 sets of these wheels actually out there now because I love them and I think they are so suited to Defenders. It's unreal. So if you want to set those banded steels, guys, £390 each plus the VAT. Tyres on top, don't forget that. And of course, I would always wrap them in BF Goodrich KO2s. So guys, what's your thoughts on this purple? So a good client of ours, Gary, wants us to do his 110 county station wagon in this purple. And believe me, we've got one hell of a bright orange interior to contrast it. Do you love it or do you hate it? Give us your thoughts. So, Mr. Moro's chassis and Defender, well, it's literally turned into a chassis and a body. So as we've been getting along, it's a bit like Rodent, so it's quite iconic really that it's going to be a Scram car and it's going to be a car that's going to grow in Africa. But what's happened is, as I've got into this car, we found things like the bushes are shot. The shock absorbers were not of my standard, if you like, so I'm not going to mention a brand there, but anyway, they've come off, the springs have come off, the axles are going to be rebuilt. He's going to actually have some Winchester gears, ATBs, front and rear. So we've talked him into a bit of extra traction in that because he's going to be having fun in the sand. And now we've given him one of our 200 TDIs with lots more horsepowers. He's going to need an upgraded ATB in the transfer case. He's going to need a Loft heavy-duty clutch. So I just said to him, look, while we're at it, let's just do the car properly. Let's pull it all to bits and let's just paint it and let's get it back to you looking absolutely pristine. So a little update on this is a twin turbo BMW engine conversion, 6-speed auto box. It's coming together very well. We've had to have a big headache here and let's say a head scratch. So what you see down there, for those of you that don't know, is a P38 steering box. It was supplied to us by a company called Blackbird Industries. Most of you know them. They build off-road Ultra 4 cars and they make this beautiful bracket kit. So for those of you that are struggling with engine conversions, as you see down there, that is an AC pump, and that AC pump is living exactly where our 4-bolt steering box used to be. And what we've basically done is come up with a solution, really, a solution to our headache. So as you can see there, everything is a miss. If you look there, put your camera on that there, look how close that is. But in the engineering world, a miss is a miss. So anyway, Tom's been busy in here today. I can't really show you a lot because the linkage isn't there, but what we've been doing is making a high and low stick because this has got a 6-speed ZF auto. There's nothing, so everything has to be custom made off the shelf. So because of our nice center console, we've tried to incorporate, you know, the original stick in the original position. We don't want this car looking like Frankenstein's mother, if you like. So we've put the stick exactly where it should be, but we've got a nice auto shifter, combined it into a nice leather trimmed console. So it's really spot on because we want this car to contain all its original features, but look and sound like a refined machine. So what you see here, this is the 5.3 harness. So this arrived a couple of days ago from the States, and myself and Sam today have been pinning it to this engine. And you know what? I'm very impressed with this loom. It's been wrapped properly. It's been terminated properly. It's got a beautiful little fuse set up, the correct plugs for the correct ECUs. And you know what? This build has been a bit tedious, learning things, because we're going to remove certain things off this engine to aid it with the power, if you like. So we're going to give it a few more horsepowers, which we all like the sound of. Tom, our new fabricator, has made this beautiful 4-inch intake. And we've got a few little things, like we've got the MAF, we've got to drop that in there, MAF sensor. But we came across a few niggles in the day when I started working out where I was going to connect the power steering to, and I realised that there was no power steering pump. So I've contacted ICT Billet in the States, and they've actually came up with a bracket idea for me to mount the power steering pump on the far left. So I've got a pump on its way from America, and I want to say next week we'll have the power steering plumbed up, we'll have intake all finished. Steph wants me to wrap that in a beautiful crinkle coat, keep that theme and build this a very rock steady summer toy. So guys, thanks again for watching one of our episodes. I hope we've got some interesting content in there. If not, guys, do not be afraid to drop a comment below and tell us what you want to see. We have got some airbag ride suspensions coming up soon, some fitting days, so we will be fitting those back to back. And what we're also going to try and do is an assembly day where we've actually trial built a full LS. It's actually an LT, let me get this right, it's an LT1 full conversion. So we're going to basically put that together all in one day for you. That is the plan. So we're going to try and do that in the next episode. So tune into that, guys, because that's going to be some good viewing, I'm hoping. So anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and show your friends. So for those of you that are sharing, guys, I'm going to keep an eye on this and what's going on. And we're going to give away one of these t-shirts, one of our nice caps, and we might even do a giveaway on the drive flanges. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And especially, guys, do not forget the Landrover Social. So Rover Social is happening on the 25th. It's all over Instagram. Just type in the Rover Social, it will come up. Anyway, thanks again, guys. See you again soon.